Ladies and gentlemen, today we gather to reflect on the strength, the independence, and the profound resilience of a woman who walks alone, without the need for a husband to define her journey. For centuries, the world has imposed upon women the notion that they must walk through life in the shadow of someone else, be it a father, a brother, or a husband. But what if I told you that a woman who walks alone does not walk in loneliness or in the absence of support, but in the fullness of her own power? To walk alone is not to be lost, it is to be free. It is to embrace the truth that a woman's worth is not contingent on the presence of another. She is whole as she is. A woman who walks alone chooses to chart her own path, and in doing so, she becomes a beacon of courage to others who may feel confined by society's expectations. Understand, this is not a path of isolation, but one of profound self-discovery. It is a declaration that she does not need to be completed by anyone, because she is already complete. She walks with the knowledge that the love she seeks is not an external thing, it is within her. It is the force that moves her forward. In choosing herself, she learns to face the world with a sense of inner peace, knowing she is enough. She does not seek validation from outside sources, but instead taps into an unshakable well of self-belief. She knows the value of her own voice, her own ideas, and her own vision. Every step she takes is a testament to her ability to move forward, to create, and to grow regardless of the expectations imposed by the world around her. Let us also acknowledge that walking alone doesn't mean walking without support. It means that she is fully capable of nurturing the connections that matter most, from friends to family to community. She knows the strength of these bonds and is empowered by them, but she doesn't need them to be whole, for she is already complete. So let us celebrate this woman who dares to walk alone. For in her solitude, she discovers her deepest strengths, and in her independence, she leads the way for others to find their own. A woman who walks alone does not walk in loneliness, but in the fullness of her own existence. She is not the exception, she is the powerful rule. To every woman who walks alone, let me say this: you are not walking alone. You are walking with all the generations of women who have come before you, and you are paving the way for those who will follow. Keep walking with your head held high, for your path is one of greatness. Independence. Independence is more than just the ability to live without reliance on others. It is the inner strength that allows a person, particularly a woman, to confidently navigate the world on her own terms. For centuries, the societal narrative has often implied that a woman's independence is secondary, or that her worth is somehow less if she walks through life without the companionship or validation of a partner. However, true independence is not just the absence of dependence, it is the presence of self-sufficiency, confidence, and self-determination. When a woman chooses independence, she chooses to define her life by her own values, aspirations, and goals. It is an act of liberation that goes beyond mere survival or solitary living. It's about claiming her autonomy in every aspect, emotionally, mentally, and financially. She understands that her identity does not need to be shaped by a relationship, nor does her happiness need to be tied to someone else's presence. She stands firmly in the power of her own choices, whether it's pursuing a career, making decisions about her body, or carving out space for her own personal growth. Independence is also a deeply empowering state of mind. It means that a woman no longer feels constrained by the expectations placed upon her by family, culture, or society. It's not about rejecting love or connection, it's about refusing to be defined solely by her relationships. An independent woman recognizes her intrinsic worth and knows that she has everything she needs within herself to thrive, whether or not she has a partner beside her. Moreover, independence fosters resilience. It teaches a woman to rely on her own abilities, to solve problems on her own, and to face life's challenges with a sense of self-assurance. She becomes resourceful, adaptable, and unafraid of making difficult decisions. Independence doesn't eliminate the need for support or companionship, it simply means that she is not dependent on others to feel whole or fulfilled. She draws strength from her own abilities and her inner sense of purpose. In today's world, where women are constantly being encouraged to follow traditional paths or to place their identities in relation to others, independence offers a powerful alternative. It invites women to step outside of those confining molds and embrace their full potential. Independence is not about walking alone in isolation. It's about walking proudly with the freedom to be, to choose, and to grow. Self-discovery. Self-discovery is a deeply transformative journey that allows a woman to understand herself on a level that transcends external expectations or societal norms. It's about peeling away the layers of influence from the outside world and uncovering the truths that lie within who she truly is, what she values, what inspires her, and what she is capable of achieving. This process is both liberating and empowering, as it gives her the tools to create a life that aligns with her authentic self. For many women, the journey of self-discovery begins when they step away from the roles they have been expected to play: daughter, wife, mother, or partner, and begin to explore their own individuality. This period of self-exploration is not about rejecting relationships or responsibilities, but instead about finding a balance that honors one's own identity. It involves asking the difficult questions: what do I truly want from life? What brings me joy and fulfillment? What do I believe in? Through introspection and reflection, a woman learns to trust her instincts, recognize her desires, and follow her passions. The beauty of self-discovery is that it is not a one-time event, but an ongoing process. As a woman grows and evolves, so too does her understanding of herself. Each new experience, challenge, and victory along her journey offers new opportunities for insight and personal growth. With every step she takes, she sheds the weight of societal expectations, embracing the freedom to create her own path. This process helps her build the resilience to face life's inevitable challenges with a sense of self-assurance, knowing she has the strength within her to handle whatever comes her way. Self-discovery also encourages a deep sense of self-compassion. As women learn more about who they are, they begin to accept their flaws, celebrate their strengths, and become kinder to themselves. It fosters emotional intelligence and a greater capacity for empathy, both toward themselves and others. A woman who has embarked on the journey of self-discovery is better able to communicate her needs, set boundaries, and build meaningful relationships based on mutual respect. Ultimately, self-discovery is not just about understanding oneself, it's about embracing the fullness of one's potential. It allows a woman to step into her own power, to own her narrative, and to live authentically, unapologetically, and with confidence. It is a journey that never truly ends, but one that continually enriches and empowers her, shaping a life of purpose and self-realization. Empowerment. Empowerment is the process by which a woman gains control over her life and her decisions, allowing her to confidently navigate the world and assert her autonomy. It is the realization of her inner strength, the understanding that she holds the power to shape her own destiny, and the courage to take action in pursuit of her dreams. Empowerment is not just a state of mind, it is a way of being, one that reflects a deep sense of self-worth, purpose, and the belief that she has the right to live her life on her own terms. At the core of empowerment is the idea of self-ownership. A woman who feels empowered understands that her voice matters. She knows that her opinions, desires, and needs are just as valid as anyone else's. Empowerment enables her to make choices that align with her values, even when those choices challenge societal norms or expectations. It means that she refuses to allow external forces to dictate the course of her life, whether it's the pressure to conform to traditional roles or the expectations placed upon her by family, culture, or the media. Instead, she makes decisions from a place of inner conviction and personal responsibility. Empowerment also involves embracing one's potential. It is the acknowledgement that a woman is capable of achieving great things, regardless of the obstacles she may face. It is about stepping into her own power, using her talent, skills, and resources to pursue her goals, and never doubting her ability to succeed. An empowered woman recognizes that setbacks are not failures, but rather opportunities for growth and learning. Each challenge she faces is simply a stepping stone to greater strength and wisdom. Moreover, empowerment comes from self-belief, but it is also nurtured by community and support. While true empowerment comes from within, it is often reinforced by being surrounded by people who uplift and encourage her. When women support each other and share their experiences, they create a powerful network that fuels collective empowerment. In this way, empowerment is not a solitary experience, but one that can ripple out to inspire others, creating a circle of strength, solidarity, and encouragement. Ultimately, empowerment is about choice, having the freedom to make decisions that lead to a life of fulfillment, joy, and authenticity. It is about standing firm in one's beliefs, unapologetically pursuing one's passions, and living in alignment with one's true self. When a woman is empowered, she becomes an unstoppable force, not only transforming her own life but also inspiring those around her to do the same. Empowerment allows her to rise above the limitations placed upon her and step into a world where she is the architect of her own future.